5 videos you need to watch to stop smoking, start vaping, and stay healthy. Welcome to Montauk Vapes, the channel for those of you who are looking for a safer alternative to smoking, or those of you just getting started with vaping and are confused about all the different devices and the terminology that's out there and that new vapers kind of struggle with. I'm Jay, and I've been an educator for over 30 years. I've also been a smoker for over 40 years, and I just quit. We highly recommend that you review all prior videos in this series to get the best experience. Okay, well, we are so glad that you made it through to the end of this series. Video 5, we hope that the first 4 videos were extremely helpful to you. So what we'd like to do on this video is just kind of start off by giving you some initial guidelines to help you stop smoking and start vaping. We are not going to go into an exhaustive explanation of all the downsides and health risks of stopping smoking, except to say that our mission here at Montauk Vapes is to offer technical advice to you and a sense of community. So, the nice thing about smoking, for those of us that have been smokers for a long time, is that we're kind of used to just lighting up, smoking it. And now with vaping, you need to charge a device, you need to make sure that the wattage isn't above a certain number, you need to know about VG, PG levels, nicotine levels. So the bottom line is it worth it? And I would say definitely. There are so many research findings, and I want to share a couple of those with you because I think that will give you some insight into why you want to stop smoking and start vaping. Also clear up a lot of the myths right now about vaping. One of the things that really woke me up was some of the research findings that have come out recently. So I want to share a few of those with you, one of which was from the New England Journal of Medicine in January 2019. The study found that e-cigarettes were nearly twice as effective as conventional nicotine replacement products like patches and gum for quitting smoking. In 2018, FDA Commissioner called vaping a safer alternative to smoking. And the FDA acknowledged in a statement that e-cigarettes can also serve as an alternative to cigarettes for adults who seek access to satisfying levels of nicotine without the deadly effects of combustion. And perhaps one of the most telling ones was from February of 2018. The American Cancer Society put out this statement that said, "Public misunderstanding underscores the urgent need for consumer education about the absolute and relative risks posed by different tobacco products, and to reinvigorate smokers' understanding of the importance of quitting combustible tobacco." They went on further to say that while the FDA does not take a position on the long-term effects of vaping, they acknowledge that based on currently available evidence, using current generation e-cigarettes is less harmful than smoking cigarettes. So these are just 3 examples of studies and position statements from 3 major organizations that all dispute the myth that vaping is harmful or as harmful as smoking. And these are just some of the articles that are available. These articles, as well as additional articles and videos, are available in the description box below, as well as on our website at montaukvapes.com. Okay, so now that you've watched all these videos and have a good understanding of the devices and the terminology, we've put together a little plan to help you get started stopping smoking, starting vaping, and staying healthier. So, first up, Wean yourself off smoking with a pod system. The reason that we say start off with the pod system is they are so simple to use, and it will get you kind of acclimated to the act of vaping very quickly. So whether you start with a closed system or an open system, try one of those devices. They're only about $20. We recommend is that you carry both your cigarettes and the pod system with you for a few weeks or even months if that's what it takes for you to get off smoking. If you are a heavy smoker, you might find that it's going to be months of both smoking cigarettes and starting vaping before you can feel comfortable enough to get off of cigarettes. If you're a light smoker, and I'll say a light smoker, maybe a half a pack a day or less, that period of time could come much quicker. A second kind of trick that we recommend is gradually substitute every few cigarettes with a vape. Or if you smoke more than one cigarette at a time, have one cigarette and then vape instead of two cigarettes. Again, it's acclimating yourself and your behaviors to start changing towards not always having that cigarette when you have the desire to smoke, and substituting the vaping for the cigarette. So to share my personal experience, I was a smoker of about a pack and a quarter when I started to vape. That pack and a quarter went down to a pack, went down to half a pack, and at half a pack, I was pretty much matching vaping one for one. So I was having one cigarette and then I would vape. Then I would have another cigarette and then I would vape. And then once I got down to about 2 to 3 cigarettes a day, I was mostly vaping. My go-to to satisfy my nicotine habit was to go directly to vaping. Remember that when you're switching to vaping, you want to make this a positive experience. So when it comes to selecting an e-juice, I would try a nicotine flavor that you already like. If you're a menthol smoker, try the cool menthol or mint flavors. If you like fruit, try apple, try grape, berries, mangoes. If you have a sweet tooth, great. Try a dessert flavor, chocolate, apple pie, ice cream. The nice thing about a lot of the manufacturers is that they do make sample sizes. So ask your vape retailer whether or not there's anything in that flavor range that you could try a small sample size, which generally are the small 10 milliliter bottles. The larger sizes would be 30 milliliters, which is kind of a standard size, 60, which is a nice size bottle, and then the humongous bottles that come in 100 and 125 milliliters. The last recommendation that we're going to leave you with is reading online reviews of the different types and flavors of e-juices. Most important, focus on the flavors that you think that you would like. And in these reviews, look at the comments as to why they like or dislike that flavor. You may like or dislike it for the same reason. So we hope that this initial guidelines will help you get started vaping and help you get off cigarettes forever. The last thing that we wanted to talk about in terms of staying healthier is some of the things that you're going to notice when you get off cigarettes. And I like to point out 4 things that will make a dramatic difference in your life. First, you're going to notice that your breath is not going to smell like cigarettes anymore. Second, you, probably like me and many, many other longtime smokers, wake up in the morning with a lot of mucus in your system. Sometimes you have to spit it out. Basically, it's just disgusting. You will find that you will no longer have that problem. Third, your clothing will no longer smell like cigarettes, which for me was a huge positive. And lastly, you will find that you will have so much more energy than when you were smoking. It was a dramatic difference in my life. And while I did a number of things, including losing weight and starting exercising, the vaping was still the major determination for me to get healthy and stop smoking for good. Tobacco use causes nearly 6 million deaths worldwide each year, including 480,000 in the United States, according to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention. If tobacco use trends continue, the global death tally is projected to reach 8 million deaths annually by 2030. That's why we at Montauk Vapes are committed to helping you stop smoking, start vaping, and staying healthier. You found this video of value. And if so, please don't forget to like this video, as well as subscribe to our channel and click on the notifications icon so that you'll know when new videos are available. We would love to get your feedback, so please leave your comments down below and feel free to post any questions so that we can address them for you.